YHN with Frank Galasso and Scott Barnes.
Hi.
Hi. Well, this is the after. You should have seen me when I walked in here this morning. It wasn't pretty, they screamed. And I should say, author Scott Barnes, author of About Face. Can you make me look this pretty?
Pretty.
I don't know if
How's
that's
that?
possible. Do you basically think, I mean, because sometimes people step out on the red carpet and they look completely different from themselves, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Do you generally think it's good to sort of do that and make that huge statement?
Talking about hair or makeup?
Both.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, let's make you into the best you can be for yourself. Why try to look like somebody else, something else? Let's turn you into the best version of who you are.
And that's what I did with Jennifer. You know, it was just all of a sudden she became this glowy, most beautiful woman in the world. And everybody was like, it just seemed like it happened overnight. And it was really me saying, this is how I see you from a man's perspective. This is what, if I, you know, I saw you walking down the street, I would, you know, my jaw would drop.
Yeah, not change yourself into something else,
Right.
you know? I mean, I find when I look at red carpet and I look at people and I look at hair especially, you know, I think hair tremendously can age somebody. You know, the wrong hairstyle can really age you a lot.
So show me gorgeous hair. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna even up your skin tone just a bit too while we're sitting here. Now I'm gonna give you a really interesting thing to remember. What I did was I took probably what your base color is in your hands and I matched your foundation to it. See, I'm gonna contour you just a little bit and bring it in.
Oh, I love it when I get my nose contoured.
See?
Oh my gosh. We partnered with Tresemme, and one product that I've been using, it's called Split Remedy. And it's repairs up to 80% of split ends. Because for me, I love, he's looking to see if I have any split ends right now. Well,
I'm teasing.
I know. Well, you know, for me, it's like, whenever I get my hair to a length where I'm happy with it, I'm full of split ends. And then it's time to cut it.
Fray, and then you
Well,
gotta
you
cut
know,
it, and then you're back
I
to
tell
square
people
one.
all the time, you know, conditioning treatments, you know, I always tell someone, they say, oh, what should I do? I'm like, you know, listen to your hairdresser, find someone you trust.
Tresemme works.
Listen
It's a
to
good
them.
product. And if they work for you, hang on to them.
What I tend to do to give it more of a younger, kind of not so promy, curly look is I tend to leave the ends out and leave the ends a little straighter. And you'll find that once I shake all this out, just those ends being a little straighter, it just kind of gives it more of a beachy, a little more casual, not so dressy look.
So tell me a little bit about your background, like how you got into hair, how you got into makeup.
Well, I got into hair from very young. I was 11 years old and, you know, I grew up in Australia and my mom worked and she would drop me off at my auntie's hair salon because she had nowhere else to dump me. So I literally grew up in the back room of a hair salon. And then by the time I was 16, I was doing a hairdressing apprenticeship back in Australia, which takes 4 years. So I've basically been in hair since I was like a baby.
So I know you're an East Coast boy.
I am, New Yorker.
Didn't you go to
I went to
design
Parsons.
school?
Yeah,
Yes.
I went to Parsons and I wanted to major in fine arts, which I did. I didn't finish, I left. I was like, okay, can't afford this. I was poor. I, you know, had 6 roommates, it was the real world. And I worked for a photographer, I worked in the studio doing lighting and then I would develop pictures, back when we still used film. But he really urged me, because I used to use the studio to paint in when he wasn't shooting, and that was the deal. And he used to say, you should do makeup, and I was like, so uninterested. You know, I was like running around chasing girls at Elite, and, you know, and I just saw all these flamboyant makeup artists come in, and I would be like, no. And then I did it, and I was horrible at it. So like me, I don't like to fail at anything, so I kept doing it until I got better at it.
So for somebody who doesn't know, what are some basics that you could tell them?
Well, I always say ask a professional, book an appointment, it's worth the money.
So tell me about the salon. So this is new for you guys.
Yes.
We joined forces. I was like, you know, let's build a space that we actually can give anybody the experience that we give to our celebrity clients.
This was the perfect setup because, you know, we've got this small little space here that we can do one-on-one. We can give everyone that amazing attention. Everyone that comes to us, you know, they get the same as what we give when we're on a photo shoot with any
What
celebrity.
you guys didn't see on camera is when I walked in, the two of you greeted me with a mimosa, chocolate cupcakes, smiles, and there's no noise, there's no buzz of hair dryers going, and that frazzles my energy.
And
I
you
like
have us
going
full
in
time to yourself at the time
Look
that
at
you're
this.
here. So from there, especially hair like yours that's got a little bit of highlighting, I started using the body bling. And I started grabbing a little bit of body bling and I just started putting a little bit in my hand. And that pearl shimmer under a light when you're doing red carpet, it just makes the whole hair glow. And I would just rub it in my hands like that. And when I'm trying to get that separated look, I just start like crunching it into the hair. And that little bit of shimmer picks up on the highlight. So you've got these beautiful gold pieces in and it just picks up, separates.
Oh my gosh, do you understand you've spoiled me for life?
Let's see the different sides of your face though. See how that
is
see everything lifted?
Unbelievable.
And then see how Frank opened this up and then we have that highlighted cheekbones. Now it makes your cheekbones look broad.
I'm speechless. The host is speechless. She doesn't know what to say.
I want you to use your hand, cover this side. Look at that. Now do the other side.
I don't want to. Oh my gosh! Thank you both so very much.
I'm glad you came.
It's so great.
I'm ready for the Oscars. I just need you two with me on the red
We
carpet.
It's like a love fest.
It is a love fest.